Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Puzzle Wednesday. We are here with Magical Drop 3. It's the last of our qualifiers for Majidoro Masters 2, the premier international Magical Drop 3 league. I am your host, Juicey. I have with me tonight Deka Fumo Death Cult,
Hello again.
Critical Effect,
Hello.
and the best boy in the world, King Osberthian Mangosteen III, but you can refer to him as Oz.
Hey.
Anyway, as we let in with, this is the last chance to qualify for the big event. We may have a little something on when that's going to be, but it's relatively imminent. We're going to be seeing it soon. But we have had a pretty full season at this point, and maybe worth just kind of going over exactly where we stand. As of the April tournament, we have in top to bottom order Wampa 720 with a commanding 60 points, like wowzers. Following up in second,
Wampa looking pretty untouchable right now.
I mean, Wampa's been looking pretty untouchable for a long time, let's be honest here. It's been, 3 years of Magic Drop 3 online tournaments? And
He's even been looking difficult for Rudolph to beat, though. So he's taken the next step up the ladder, and everybody else hasn't quite got there yet.
In our second place, we have a two-way tie here between birdup and Butzbb. Birdup, if you're not aware, longtime TO for the scene, does fantastic work, is putting all this on for you, so, tip your waiter. But we're not going to show our bias too hard. Speaking of showing our bias, Butzbb, primarily money puzzle exchanger player, pretty strong, pretty cool, wink nudge. Both had pretty commanding 25 points, with Rudolph, the other, in particular, free pass last year, coming in fourth with 24. Scherzo following behind with 19. Guckiwummpus in sixth with 12 points, which is kind of hype to see, because he didn't play much before the league started this year.
Yeah, Guckiwummpus really leveled up this year. Just kind of went from maybe going 1-2 or 2-2 in the brackets to being like a viable contender to beat pretty much anybody.
I keep saying this, and I'm always proven right. Panel players can just be good at this game. A lot translates.
A lot of similar DNA.
Yeah, so it's not surprising to see in the long run. Leonant rounding out seventh, fifth place. I say rounding out. Actually rounding out, we have a two-way tie for eighth with 4 points each. Susu 1 and laml, which, given the nature of this, they both stand to just lose out here if they don't perform pretty spectacularly today, because it's not hard to.
One thing to keep in mind here is that Susu's placement right now in the point ranking is more to do with lack of attending events than their skill, because they are actually an A rank. They are probably one of the top 4 or 5 players, and I have seen them take games off of Rudolph.
Oh boy!
So they're like, Susu is a contender to win the bracket if they're here.
And Sheradactyls and Skill Mamu taking a tied 10th. But yeah, no, there's still a lot of chance for someone to basically place fourth or higher and suddenly leapfrog into qualifying. So nothing is decided yet. This very well could be not representative of what the final event's going to look like. But we've belabored enough. It's time for some Magical Drop 3. We're going to start calling matches. If you're not in the Puzzle Wednesday Discord server, please get in the Puzzle Wednesday Discord server. Beyond running tournaments, it's also where we're calling matches. It would be very helpful for us. So I'm going to throw exclamation Discord. Crit through exclamation Discord because he's a darling. Get in there. We're about to call our first wave of matches. And, speaking of first wave of matches, I'm kind of on stream first. I'm playing against Darts. I don't know how I'm going to do. I've been playing Magic Drop 6 and been feeling myself a little bit, but I know a lot of that comes down to, it is a better controlling game, and I'm not going to be doing all the same full board chains that I have been doing in that one.
Yeah, the chain window is a little bit more lenient from my experience in 6, and the pressure is significantly lenient, considering Fool is the only character who sends 4 lines of the 2 chain, so it's definitely a different beast.
It's very funny. Okay.
That's not to say some of the patterns aren't brutal, though.
Yeah. There's different things in consideration with that game that still make it difficult, or different things to focus on. But I don't know how I'm going to feel about going back to 4 frames of native lag.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the input lag on
6
Switch is, or Switch, or on 6 in general.
Yeah, no, Switch does not feel bad at all. Okay, and my match with Darts is queued up, so I'm going to set myself to available. I'm assuming they are Darts on Fightcade. Okay. First to 3. And we'll see how things go.
Alright, I'm also going to be tagging out for my match, so I'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Oz is also playing. So I guess I'm solo running this one. I forgot that he's in bracket.
I'm here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Damn, he already forgot about me. Alright, I'm in, so whenever you guys are ready to rock.
I'm just waiting.
Yep.
They're not doing nothing.
I think we might have controller issues.
Yep, confirmed.
Yeah. They are not moving, period. Oh, there we go. If you want Darts, just test out their controls real quick before you guys want to restart it.
Well, the thing is, you need to do it in test mode because if you remap in the middle of a set, it's not going to stick.
Ah, okay.
So we're gonna give them an extra minute here.
Yeah. Oops. This is gonna be a...
To be fair, I almost forgot to properly remap. I did that during the starting bumper when we were just playing music and being quiet. Well, no, it just hit me. I'm I'm not playing on stick tonight. I'm playing on pad because that's the muscle memory I've been building up playing the Switch version of 6. So,
gotcha.
We have something down the pipeline that I'm going to talk about.
Funny enough, normally I usually play this game on pad, but because for 6, I was like, you know what, I feel like not destroying my thumb and or wrist, I decided to start playing on box.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and so, my box, the big thing is that I keep on forgetting that Magical Drop...
Hey, Gabe, get in the match.
Say it's what's up?
Get in the match.
I'm trying to find... Oh, parts, there you go. But yeah, I'm kind of forgetting that there's a cap on the input speed, so I'm just where am I?
That's unreal.
Alright, made it just in time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This feels some sort of way.
Yeah. Okay. Juicey getting a bit of a bounce. Dart's still kind of chilling. Kind of scary board state for both players. Alright, DC gets the clean way out. He's able to buy some time. Dart's trying to figure out a path, but no, does not pick up the green, so gonna lose that first round. Okay, Dart. Oh, recognizing chain that they're taking up. Doing some sort of like delayed chaining. Yeah, they're trying to delay so like it doesn't send like too much of like the bad pattern like towards the late end of the chain. It's going for like these delayed 2 chains, good enough to knock out second round.
You know, Deka's right. Pressure feels so much more real in this after going back.
I wonder like what's like the ratio of like the damage being less because like it's easier to move and stick. But yeah, damage is a little bit of a jerk. Okay, Dart's staying alive just a little bit barely. But they got a really nasty green that they had to contend with. They had to work so much. Juicey finally getting in the zone. Big yellow clear for Darts down the middle. Juicey cannot find a clean way out of there. So Darts round point right now. Okay, yellow power gem on deck right now. Darts going hella greedy, going for this big chain. And Juicey not able to stave it off quite yet. No, misses the green. Alive by a hair, but moves the red instead of snatching the green. Dart's gonna take game 1 right there.
Can you believe she's not in base roster in 6th? That's a crime.
It is.
She wasn't in 5. High Priestess always done dirty.
She deserves so much more. Ooh, Juicey a little bit stuck on his board. Okay, Dart's gonna go too crazy on his attack. Again, delayed 2 chains was kind of damaging the quality of his board in the process. He was just not really moving in preparation for the next move. Oh yeah. Okay. Solid attack. Good stagger pressure off of Dart right now. A yellow power, but not a lot of gem to really favor it on Juicey's side. Dart though, big ol' chain. A little bit resource starved, but Juicey's gonna have to eat so much pressure. Alright, finally has a chance to breathe. Gets the red out of there, big center clear. A lot of red damage incoming. But Dart's like mega chilling both in board state and in quota right now. Oh, that left side is, yeah, deadly. Right? 1 round apiece for both players. See if Juicey can get up a little bit. Again, another power gem starter. But then immediately Dart's looking like he's going to opt for a chain into the all clear gem. Spending a lot of time. Juicey, however, a little bit rough in the board state. Can't seem to deal with the pressure, and Dart's gonna take that away. Movement feels different from money. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks the same, but oh man. Dude, the quirks really like to show up. Alright, another yellow power gem on deck for this match. She's gonna spend it, actually hold on to a yellow off to the side. Gonna get that blue clear. The greens don't quite connect properly. Does get on the second attack. Big blue strike for Juicey, but a clutch all clear on Dart's board. Not enough to save him though. So Juicey in position to take his first round. Yeah, pressure in this game, absolutely disgusting. Okay, lots of eyes on this round 5 start. And it's gonna be rough. Okay,
We both
Juicey
really had a bad time with that opener, but I just had a slightly less bad time. Oh my
I was
god.
about to say, like, I'm not sure who said it, but I'm pretty sure, like, round 5 gets, like, really quirky on what it wants to have. I think it's, like, biased towards offering ice instead of power items, which just creates this horrible, horrible start. But like you said, he was able to just play around it a little bit better compared to Dart. Okay, big chain starter, but this blue kind of awkward and in the way. Able to move around it. Juicey gonna take advantage of that red power as the board is coming in. And now has all this ice in the back waiting for him. Needs to pop the blue. Doesn't get the blue connection. Oh, opt for yellow instead. Does work out in the long term. And now he's at an awkward position in the board. Gets the screen. Doesn't quite get the blue connection. Okay, he's safe. But despite all this, Dart is leading the quota race right now. Big yellow in the way, but with all this chain pressure that's going to be coming in, that structure is going to be destroyed on Juicey's side. Dart's looking super clean, super low on the quota, and does reach it with 46 left on Juicey's board.
Alright, Justice. Justice sending roughly triple the damage she does in this game as she does in Magical Drop 6.
Yeah, she is a shell of her former self, if you want to say.
Yeah, and in this game, she's still considered one of the weakest characters, so...
I thought she was more mid than low.
Nope. Justice is debatably the hardest character in the game to kill someone with.
Ah.
She has the mid-tier pattern, but sends less damage than all the other mid-tiers.
I see.
So, she actually may be... Because at least Fool can have weird gimmicky stuff happen with his ice pattern, where you get like a stranded pillar that can be hard to deal with. But Justice just sends the fewest number of orbs and the fewest number of lines, like when you average it all out.
I see.
Alright. That being said, Juicey going to win that one on pressure. Dart's got a little stuck at the top board there, shuffling stuff around. Could not decide where they wanted to go. The pieces they were holding, the pieces they were holding could only match with stuff that was one layer down, and they did not.
Right.
They waited a little too long to make a decision.
Oh no! Not like this.
Oh no! I didn't see what happened to Juicy.
Yeah, Juicey
was it
had
a self pile or?
Yeah, he had an out with the yellow, but just kind of actually fumbled around. Probably panicked. Probably. Again, the speed limit, as some people like to call it.
Yeah, the Magical Drop notorious for some funny input drops while while the orb is moving up and down. So we have what we colloquially have defined as the speed limit, where you really have to wait for the game to catch up to you.
Yeah.
And the ability to push up against that speed limit, or even break it, is the mark of a ridiculously good player.
Yeah. It's all about being able to play...
I always grab the speed limit.
Alright. He's trying to figure out a way to catch up in quota, but Darts has been slowing down, so this will be his moment to move in.
And Juicey has a power orb on deck. So...
Yeah, but just can't quite access it yet. Okay, spinning for it, but doesn't raise the board. I'm not sure it's gonna be enough. No, he didn't have any blues in the back to utilize it.
Yeah, Juicey,
Oh, yeah.
That being said, I don't know if it would have worked. The amount of time it would have taken to pull up a bunch of lines and then pop the power orb probably was enough time for Darts to make it to quota.
Right. Ooh, we're going for a strength. So we're gonna try and gimmick through pressure. We want big change, but Juicey's board super low. Despite the really solid opening, but now all the damage is coming in. Oh, that is not looking good for our hometown hero!
Mid-game's hard.
Yeah.
What do you do after you make big chain?
Strength pattern, white difficult.
Yeah.
The opposite end of the spectrum of Justice, Strength is by far the most powerful non-seeker character.
Yes. Because that can just happen.
Yep.
Because if you're not moving quickly and clearing lines, especially if you want to agree like what Darts did, you just die.
Yeah, you really... If you're going for a pressure victory on Strength, you really just want to crank out those 2 chains. Get as much damage you can out of every match you make.
Yeah.
And ride it all the way to the bank. Uh-oh.
I mean,
Oh, a little bit of a
personally
misdrop from Juicy.
Personally, I'd
Yeah.
probably just go all the way, just like not even bother with the staggers. I just don't want to give him a chance to like actually raid my board while I'm trying to chain. You know, just get down, flatten your board quickly as possible, and then hope for the best.
And on a character like Strength, I'll opt not even to raise the board at the start, because I know it's not. I don't think it's going to go to quota, so I won't even play the quota game at all. Just you leave your board low, you immediately crank out a handful of 2 chains to load up the damage queue, and then you play for survival, and everything you do from that point on is just a cherry on top of the damage. Alright, we've got an ice start for round 5.
Yeah.
Both players having a little bit of trouble getting the pressure out, because the board is
starts
so
getting something,
wonky.
but ooh, an ice power up off of Juicey's board. That could be something good for him. Ice red just kind of chilling there, not doing anything. That is almost quite that. No, this
Oh
is
no, and
final.
the misdrop.
GG's.
Unfortunate.
Juicy unfortunately blocking off that column 3 well with a color that did not match the colors in the bottom.
Alright. So, we got a lot of people on deck. It's like 24 in bracket. Let's see exactly where we're at. How'd you do, Deka?
I won.
Okay, and that means we're likely calling your match next.
Oh boy, me versus Gucky. I'll try to put on a show. Maybe Gucky's tired. I've got like a 6-hour advantage going on me right here.
Yeah, exactly. It's as he keeps saying, 2:30 a.m. his beloved over in Germany there. So, you know, maybe he's a sleepy sheepy. Time will tell.
All right, we are in.
Gotta find you. There we go.
Guckiwummpus, you are getting very sleepy. You are feeling the urge to let me win.
That's absolutely how that works.
It's here. Well, there's a B rank, so that means I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, you will have fun. It's a fun game.
It is a fun game.
Oh, Deka fumbled with the yellows there. We're a little bit on the back foot. Koda's actually pretty even here. Just needs to not, like, die here. Alright. Deka kind of pulling ahead here. Just needs to not die. That yellow in center board's kind of scary, but he answers it pretty well. And just needs one for the quota. Gets it. Gucky already kind of scary looking. That might have been a self-draw, but... God. Absolutely Dragon Ball Z. It's hard to keep up with emotions in this game sometimes.
I'm getting roasted on quota this game.
Yeah, buddy. Still not impossible to win from pressure here, but...
Which I did.
Okay.
Miraculously. With 11 quota left. Damn.
Yeah, okay. So Deka looking to close out this first set here. Very much.
Oh, don't jinx me just yet.
Okay, I'll keep to myself. I honestly don't know what Gucky's strong suit in terms of like character bias is.
I don't either. So.
He's
Oh,
just
no.
generally doing good. I think maybe there's something to be said for like being a little bit more vulnerable to pressure, but you know, we'll see.
Alright, I guess I'll join you guys since my opponent isn't ready yet.
These things happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Ducky moving quite a bit right now through this mid game.
Yeah, Deka just kind of winning on pressure all 3 times, so we'll see what that goes with.
On
that...
the first one.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Oh, and we're starting off with
violence.
characters.
Yeah, we're going straight up the tier list to my worst character, so I think we can make a educated guess about Guckiwummpus' playstyle here.
Big hit, good. Okay, screening a little bit for the blues, and has such a clean board on the down stack as well.
Okay. Deka's right side a little scary. Okay. Deka, I don't know. He's kind of been trending positively towards pressure this set. Okay, Deka trending very positively towards pressure in this set. Like, obviously it's not over yet, but we'll see what that means for Gucky's counter pick should this come to blows here. Oh, okay.
That was a bit of a misjuggle there.
Yeah, the yellows and blues got a little side switch there. You hate to see it. Okay, we're seeing a little bit more fumbling on Deka's side. Stole away a chain on red link there.
Oh, missed the column I wanted.
Oof. Okay, never mind. Looks like this could go either way. I personally love to gamble. Yeah, you know, I'm noticing round 5 does tend to bias towards ice starts a lot more.
Yeah, round 5 has its own damage table.
Interesting.
Yep, there is for round 5 there is a hidden third or a hidden second neutral board.
Alright. So is Gucky gonna try and pull out like okay. Empress isn't too weapons grade in the scheme of things, but like
definitely going for the upper mid tier pick these days. Oh yeah, I got totally tangled up there. I just read that pattern completely wrong.
Hey, you know, I missed the rotoscope club. It should have made it back into match with drop 6. Full stop. Wow, Damien likes Empress. Who would have guessed? Okay.
No!
Okay, wow, that's not a good predictor of what's going to happen here.
Could not get those orbs into column 2.
Okay, a couple of potential chain startups fumbled on Deka's side, but we're fine here.
No.
What? Okay, I guess we're not fine here.
Not quite fine.
And Gucky taking 3-1. I wonder why Empress ended up being such more of a sweep. Like, maybe... I guess he's just more comfortable accepting that pattern.
I just couldn't find a good start on the pattern.
Death instead of Hangman. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been doing too hot on Hangman lately. He's kind of my signature pick, the way Death is Birdup's signature pick.
You just gonna do it anyway? I mean, I have nothing but respect for that.
Oh, it wasn't fast enough. I was so close.
Yeah, there's just a couple of Twitch reactions that kind of stole away chain instead of setting it off. You hate to see it.
I got really boned by the ice. Wow.
I think one thing I will say I'm noticing, like, ice feels a lot meaner in 6, though. Just, like, in sheer placement.
I think it's just a matter of volume. You get so much more of it.
Yeah. I also think 6 kind of needs that, so...
Yes, my biggest gripe personally with 6 is that the damage is just a little light.
Okay, okay. Deka starting potential reverse 3-0 on this set? Or at least on this round? Maybe? Question mark? Holding on the green item. Gucky doesn't actually have good access to it. Finally does. Does the home trick, that's not going to do much here. Deka lost a little bit in shuffling at this point. Things are...
Oh no.
Okay, things may not be so hot. Okay, yeah, you definitely see the scramble and... Ugh. Alright. What's the final counter pick?
My other signature pick.
Lovers?
Yep.
Huh.
I'm one of the OG Lovers likers.
I actually did not know.
Yeah, this is the only game I've taken a tournament set off birdup, or the only character I've taken off a set off birdup with. In tournament.
Huh. Alright.
It was at his birthday bash, funnily enough.
You know, kicking someone's teeth in is a good birthday gift.
Well, I mean, he won the set, but...
It's the thought that counts.
Chain is all faster than mine.
Okay, okay. Alright, laying out pressure. She does a lot more damage in this than 3, or but 6 as well.
Significantly more in this than in 6. Lover's probably biggest downgrade across the cast. Even compared to Justice, she's very weak in 6.
Unfortunate. Okay. Deka not quite leading quota here, but item layout's going to be a big favorite here for pressure. Oh no.
I didn't put the warp down.
Okay, Deka with the quota lead here. See if we can hold on to that. Because that would be big. Top board looking a little scary. Okay, gets the quota. We're going to the last game, last round. Because we love to have a collective panic attack at what? As I remember the update, winners round 2. Okay, we're at a dead even time over here.
No! Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay. So look, it's hard to win against the power of 2:30 a.m. bracket.
I could have done it. Well, at least I didn't lose my B rank.
Hey, fair enough.
Or did I? No, I didn't.
No, you're still here.
That's rough.
Alrighty then.
Oh, that puts me in losers round 1. What is this hell?
It's a 24-person bracket. That's what. Alrighty then. So none of Puzzle Wednesday staff are in winner's side anymore. So we're letting our beautiful TOs, which we have a couple of new faces on the front lines. We got Hacksaw Unit or Kirk doing lead TO for tonight. He's working brand new under a lot of different circumstances, so, you know, take a waiter. And we have Show Soul running loser side. Transplant from the panel community, so, you know, give them some shout outs. Monster's helping out in the background. We're going to do our best to just make this as palatable pace as we can tonight. But we should be seeing stream is Kirk called Gucky versus birdup. Alright. Like
birdup, avenge me.
Best in America versus German upstart? Hell yeah, there's a narrative to that. We love Team USA.
Who Min Min is? I don't see them. I think they got DQ'd.
Yeah. I mean, figure that one out.
Alright, we've got... I'm being given a bye. Come on, comms.
Alrighty then.
Alright.
Action already happened. Birdup cleaned up shot.
birdup
the first
out for
round
blood
immediately.
here. Definitely with a lot to prove. Guckiwummpus been punching pretty high weight class, so birdup's gotta say, alright. Alright, kid.
Sit back down.
It's time for the adults to play. Oh, birdup a little bit of a misjuggle there. Still managing to get the one of the sets of back lines, but missing out on some easy matches. Guckiwummpus, though, is extraordinarily tangled up in the weeds here. This top board is not looking good, and birdup is off to the races. You give him an inch, he's gonna take a mile. Alright, Quick first game going to birdup. Alright, we're going to Hermit. Hermit, historically, not a good character for birdup, but he's been doing a lot of grinding on the heavy hitting characters, so you gotta watch out.
Yeah, I can see.
His weakness has always been the fact that he's a low and mid tier player, and the South Americans, and I guess Guckiwummpus as well, are very proficient at the high tier damage characters. But birdup's been putting in a lot of work to close that gap and shore up his one weakness. The interesting little tidbit about Hermit is that the discovery of looping rainbow orbs on Tower and Fortune has been huge for the development of the Hermit meta, because he's like where
It kind of
Fortune
boosts him up in
and
the tier list.
it's not. Yes, basically, it was real. It was kind of realized that Fortune and Tower can be really gimmicky, because like half of the rounds you start with a Power Orb. That's a Rainbow Orb, and you can just duplicate it with the ice over and over and over again.
Hermit
So
doesn't give
Hermit
you that out.
Yeah, Hermit doesn't give you that out, and so he's rapidly jumped up in popularity as like a true top tier.
Gotta love having fundies, you know?
Yeah. If you wanna test somebody's ability to survive, you've got Hermit and Father Strength. And maybe Daughter Strength as well. But Daughter Strength and World have been approaching, or they've been creeping down the tier list as players just keep getting better and better. Their status as like upper mid tiers has kind of faded away. You still got Hanged Man as well as like a sort of the new upper mid tier.
This is wild given how old this game is.
Yeah, it's been really crazy to see how much the scene's skill level has gone up in the last like 2 years or so since birdup started doing Majidoro Masters.
Honestly,
Like,
I think it's something that I wish like we had maybe adopted in other games that have character meta, but I like how much new life the mirror match meta kind of injects back into things.
yeah, it definitely makes the game like it rewards having a really diverse skill set rather than just forcing everybody to play Father Strength mirrors until the end of time. And it's been very good. Oh wow, winning by pressure with one orb left on the board.
Alright. Birdup's about to close this out with a hard 3-0. CV6 to landing.
Yeah, birdup making this look easy. I made it look very hard and then lost.
Look, man. Panel players. They're just too powerful. We'll let them in.
Birdup's on one of them cheat boxes. I have nothing against hitbox. It's just it does help.
I do want to shout out Ty's gotten a lot better at this game since he first started.
Yeah, Ty another famous panel player.
Yeah. I mean,
I
at
have
this
seen
point,
him.
Ty just kind of plays everything, so we
Yeah,
have no choice but to
Ty-
respect that.
Ty has become a Swiss Army knife player, which is very respectable. The real heroes are the people who join every bracket.
It's true.
That is something I will never, I can never look down on.
Alrighty then, let's see what we got for stream next.
Oh, darts and critter play. Take a quick peek at that, since I'm going to be up against one of them.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're not playing no more.
Hi, kid, you gonna let me in? Oh, no, they just...
Yeah, I told
The
you,
second
they're
it
done.
opened, they left. They ended.
Stream match call is Butzbb versus birdup. Okay. Like, let's talk about Butts a little bit. It's not that, like, we don't talk about it a lot, but if you're not initiated, if you're only here on, like, the other nights, Butts is basically the world's undisputed champion of Money Puzzle. And he's kind of leapt up in this game. He made top 8 for the last league, and I mean, he has an A now.
He made it into the top 8 of Majidoro Masters off of nothing, just pure fundamentals. And now that he's getting used to the game, he is a crazy force to be reckoned with.
He's kind of threatening birdup sometimes.
Yeah, he's taken sets off of birdup, so you know he's definitely a fearsome opponent. One thing that's really interesting to see about Butz's playstyle is he's really good at never chaining more than 2 chains. He will very, very rarely do like a full chain sort of down stack. He keeps his chains very short, and it allows him to really optimize the pressure he sends his opponent. So even though he doesn't have the most optimal ways through patterns, he does a fantastic job of making sure that his opponent definitely doesn't have an optimal way through patterns.
Kind of wild, given how much, like, Money tends to prioritize do the infinite chain so you just never accept damage.
Yeah.
I think like he had a period where he still tried to do that, but it was not very long. And yeah, like the consistent intentional 2 chains, kind of unique to him at this point.
Yeah, it's there's the like when you're first getting into the game, you hear like you want to do 2 chains for pressure, and then you don't want to send garbage at all if you're racing to quota. And that's actually not necessarily true. Depending on the character you're playing, doing 2 chains can actually be extremely disruptive with the lines you send. And one thing Butz does by pretty much like prioritizing 2 chains is he minimizes the number of the straight back lines that he sends, and instead sends lots of the messed up, annoying stuff in the middle of the board that's a lot harder to deal with. However, maintaining your own board state while also limiting yourself to only 2 chains and still keeping up on quota is no small task. You've gotta do some major optimization to pull something like that off, and it's something that Butz has the mechanical chops to do. Is as mechanically difficult as Magdrop is, it's still a tier below Idle Exchanger in terms of pure mechanical speed you need.
Yeah, chain window is much friendlier. Even this one compared to like Magdrop 6.
And Butz is going to take that one on quota. Just going to show that he's got the ability to really ruin your day with these 2 chains.
I mean, honestly, taking bird round 5 is going to make his strat more effective.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier to. Oh, birdup is saving a power orb.
Smart call.
This early in the round, probably a good idea. He can probably get some solid mileage off of this.
Yeah, they're starting to come in too, so really good way to start winning quota.
Yeah. It didn't do as much as it could have, but he's gotten tangled up a little bit here.
Ooh, this is gonna be a
Gonna come down the wire. Butz is gonna take it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what I was gonna say about the power gem, I think the reason why he popped it when he did is so that he could keep the integrity of the structure that he had. Because he saw like how nice and flat it was, so like it was easy to like access 2 chains, easy to access resources to initiate a chain, so probably wanted to just do that rather than get to like that weird awkward spiral that Magician can have in his later chain damage.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I think it worked against him.
Yeah.
Popping the power orb on a bunch of flat lines didn't allow for him to make any like big board altering clears afterwards. He got stuck just chaining down his board one line at a time. And if you took the time to save a power orb, you really don't want to be held back by something like that. birdup gonna make it all the way to quota with this power orb on board. And he ended with a full clear.
Yeah, I was about to say. Laying on chains.
Oh, birdup doing a very good job making sure to pop the ice with green for a big optimization there. On the lower mid tiers here, like Chariot, the big thing you have to do is be very efficient with your ice. Because and a bit of a misdrop there from birdup.
Yeah, I think that one stray ice just completely threw birdup off of the game. So
yeah, sometimes the ice just refuses to melt, and that can be really frustrating.
Yeah, and especially if you're trying to like optimize like how much ice you want, or like what color you want that ice to melt into, it can be really frustrating when you have a second person just coming in and just throwing random damage at you.
Alright, birdup's doing a very good job optimizing the pattern this time.
Yeah.
Butz's not sending any garbage though. Birdup's deciding to pull up a lot of lines, and you can tell that because he got a second power orb. And he's specifically avoiding it because he knows that they're slow.
Yeah. Yeah, Butz, unfortunately, that red power, no reds are just spawning it for him. Oh, he's gonna go super greedy. Trying to get that yellow out clear. Does get it. Yeah, we got a lot of green and blue on deck. Big clear from Butz. It's gonna do a lot of reset strikes on Butz's board. birdup, going a little bit further in his chain structure. Alright, that time he stopped.
birdup definitely doing a fantastic job keeping his chains short.
Yeah. Ooh,
You really want to minimize. You really want to minimize the amount of ice you send as Chariot.
Alright. But this is a very lenient ice starter. Jeez.
Wow, what a huge yellow match. birdup doing a very good job reading the board pattern and getting that.
Ooh, big yellow drop on Butz's board. He's so chilling right now. Solid ice clear. birdup fighting for his life with the red. Okay, is able to get out of this scramble situation. Doesn't get the yellow clear. Coming back a little bit.
Getting some nice double clears. He's got a 1 quota lead. It's very close here.
Yeah, Butz is trying his hardest to catch back up in the quota game. Pressure is
not
going to
work. Huge clear.
Around. Oh,
birdup's gonna
that's
get it.
needed. Yeah.
The first round going to Butz, though, is going to be pretty pivotal here because Butz is very strong at these high tiers and these gimmicky characters like Tower and Fortune.
Yeah.
And though birdup is no stranger to going to the disco, it can be very hard to beat somebody who's so good at maintaining these high tiers. Oh, and it looks like Butz is going to go to the disco as well.
Oh no! Doesn't get it clear, unfortunately. Despite sending them up on disco.
Yeah, notice how even though this is like historically a very high tier character, birdup's still pulling up at the start because he wants the power orbs, and that's how you guarantee them, is by pulling up a lot of orbs. Fantastic ice pop for birdup, keeping his board very clean. The other thing that makes Tower and Fortune so gimmicky is that if you look at their ice pattern, they basically, it's literally the Windows logo. It's like a big patch of yellow on one side and a big patch of blue on the other, and a big patch of red on one side and a big patch of green on the other. So if you do a good job managing your ice, you can actually blaze through their ice pattern.
Right. Alright, Butz spending all of the rainbows now. Putting himself in a really good position quota-wise, but this board is looking a little awkward right now. birdup slowly
Oh my god,
catching
what
up.
a huge ice clear!
Yeah.
birdup with one match.
Oh my
Going
gosh.
up this
Butz fighting for
difference.
his life right now. Unfortunately, does not reaching quota. And I think this has been the story right now, where Butz will get like a really strong lead in the opening part of the game, but towards late game, seems to just slow down a little bit and just can't quite get that quota rush.
Oh wow, birdup gonna take a pretty convincing game too on on a match that I thought would be significantly closer. All right, we're going
Father
to
strength.
Big Daddy himself.
We condone violence for this match.
All
So this
right.
guy is a massive jerk. Just pattern-wise, damage-wise, everything.
Canonically,
birdup
Jim
is
won
going
it.
A little bit.
birdup is going to try to keep that power orb alive as long as he can. Unfortunately, forced to pop it probably a little earlier than he would have liked to. Oh, and out of material to work with.
Yeah.
Part of what makes Father Strength's pattern so devastating is just the math. You actually don't get enough orbs to make matches with his from the shape of his pattern, because he's missing. So it's like Hermit's pattern has a perfect triangle cut out of it, and because it's got a perfect triangle cut out of it, you're guaranteed at least 3 orbs of each color on each side. But because Father's Strength's pattern is not a perfect triangle, you're left. Every time you receive damage, you only get 2 of the orb that's on top of your board, and so it can be incredibly difficult, because not only do you have to deal with this pattern that is attacking both sides of your board at the same time, you have to maintain. You have to count your orbs as well and shuffle things around.
Here. Yeah, Bud's getting a second power orb, but not really using it to its full potential, so he's gonna be really feeding on resources. He's being backpedaled right now, but chilling. Birdup's board closely inching towards the bottom, but cannot seem to save it in time.
Yeah, birdup's gonna take it. All that work he's been putting in on the high tier is definitely paying off as he heads into winners finals.
But yeah, considering that, with the exception of Father Strength, everything was like a game 5 round. That's against birdup.
Yeah. Oh, looks like you and me are up.
Yep.
Bye, guys. Hey, Oz, you want to hang out and talk with me now?
Alright.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully you pardon the noise.
Stop apologizing.
What noise?
Things happen, you're fine. I will shush you myself.
Alright, you're still marked as away, so I can't challenge you.
Oh.
Oh, crit and deck on stream. Oh, that makes sense. We're gonna...
Everyone's around the campfire to talk about this game.
Right. Good luck,
Critical
have fun.
Fumo losers. Alright, yeah, you guys meet. We're gonna take over and chat for a while.
Okay.
So Oz, how does it feel to finally kind of understand Magical Drop?
Pretty good. Although I feel like 6 is easier than this game.
It is. Part of that, and we've talked about this a couple times, is the Neo Geo Magical Drop 3 has 4 frames of native lag. So there's a couple of glitches in game that you kind of have to utilize to mitigate some of the dropped inputs, and then there's some stuff that you just have to respect as you probably are not allowed to go this fast.
Between the input lag and the fact that sometimes your inputs get eaten while your orbs are traveling up and down the screen, you have a speed limit to contend with.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to like immediately fall to that because I'm still learning, but like it definitely feels a bit harder to move around.
That's not incorrect.
The patterns seem a lot cleaner.
Honestly, there's not that much differentiation, like some of the damage patterns in it. A lot of it's been shifted around to like nerf or buff character and like actual damage output. So like obviously the go-to one is Match Drop 6 Fool suddenly outputs like 4 lines off 2 chains, but that sort of thing is still across the board here. So there's always going to be characters you win on quota, usually, and there's characters you're meant to win on top out. Again, big asterisk, usually.
Yeah. Well, I more so meant the starting pattern.
I don't think it's the same between both, but one of the biggest things is you actually have mirrored starting patterns in this at least.
Yeah.
So you functionally have the same opportunities across the board. Yeah, boy, Deka just kind of going in on that start there. So we're gonna have to see what Crit thinks is okay. Going for quota characters. Unless I'm wrong, I remember like something doesn't hit too hard.
Sun has he sends 4 lines of damage when he makes a 2-chain, so he's considered a strong character, but his pattern is very easy to deal with.
Okay.
So it's like a net still low tier.
Just don't drop the combo. Speaking of who dropped the combo. Yeah, no, there's definitely a certain amount of respect you have to just place on the controls in this game, because you're not necessarily just allowed to do stuff. You need to understand what that cap of human execution is and is not. One of the bigger things in this game that did not make it into 6 is a match move. So if you keep pressing a pickup button, even on columns that don't have things, you will actually cut frames off of moving to the next column over. And that's...
No, it doesn't cut frames. It just doubles as a movement input. So if you're on stick, mash moving is really strong because it allows you to move a lot faster than you can typically mash your stick.
So does that really matter to, like, say, box or keyboard players?
It doesn't matter nearly as much to people on box, keyboard, or even pad. But that being said, it does allow you to very rapidly scan across the top of your board and pick up stuff, which takes a lot more inputs if you were to do it manually.
Okay.
Good games. Speed limit, please. Yeah, the speed limit is. You spend your whole life
speed limit.
pushing up against it. Yeah, lagical drop.
Yeah,
True.
I mean,
I was like mashing the button, and like the fool did not want to move. I'm just like, please, I'm begging you.
I mean,
Go forward.
That's still at least a major consideration for like the actual making pressure stick in this. Is you do not have the free movement that you do in 6, and I don't know.
And you don't have the quick snap to either edge of the board.
I missed that so much already. You don't even know.
The lack of snap honestly doesn't bother me that much, but like, oh my god, I did not realize like how laggy that last match was gonna be. Because like compared to like the other ones, I was just like, I can live with it.
No.
But oh my god,
These things happen.
that was rough.
We're gonna peek over into Wallace's match, because it looks like we took a little bit to wind that one up.
Oh boy.
Okay, Wallace up 2-0.
Scherzo.
Scherzo? Oh, that's who you're playing against next. Okay.
Yeah, it's one up against next.
Wallace actually managed to duplicate and hold on to a blue item.
Yeah, big. Able to dupe another one, but I don't think he can hold on to this one. Yeah.
Man, given that they're behind on quota this late in the game, I don't know if that's going to bridge any gaps here.
Yeah.
Kind of match moving from one wall to the other, grabbing all the resources. Surprisingly, no. Oh, there's a little bit of ice.
Yeah, but this big board covers on the Theta side. And jumps super deep into Dakota lead, but oh, big ice clears on Wallace's board. Yeah, that's a wrap. Oh, wrap by pressure, not by quota. Okay.
Look, this is an international league. Sometimes spikes are going to happen.
I just wasn't. It's just like a little jump scare every time it happens.
Not wrong.
Ooh, big ice clear on Walter's board. Good position to go to race now. Cheetah working back. And this is going to be a close race to the finish line. Cheetah gonna have to be a little bit careful and not trying to do too many laggy drops. And there we go, Vestito on the board. Okay, star strength it is.
Honestly, given how she was nerfed in 6, this feels like the most jarring thing to come back to.
Yeah,
Like, she is
but
strong.
also like off her damage pattern.
What's up?
On one hand, like, on one hand it is weird, but on the other hand, I get it.
Yeah, like... you're gonna get the fork But at least it's coming in a little bit slower. You're hurting a little bit less for it.
It's much more manageable. I mean, it still sucks because it's still the same. It's still the pattern.
Oh yeah.
The pattern's rough no matter what, but
Like, yeah, it's just a fundamentally good character. There's a reason that she is the top tier of the base roster.
yeah.
Okay, Wallace tend to get some pretty solid 4 or 5 close chain pressure. Responds to it surprisingly well. And dang, didn't quite hit the finish line there.
Oh, Wallace is going all in. Alright. Leaving himself the big run. Yeah.
Did they crash?
I have no idea. Honestly, the fact that Auto Strength is like laughing while the crash sound effect is going on is kind of great.
I love to scream in broken computer.
Yes.
I guess that replay is
like
gone.
Yeah, it looks like they're still playing.
So, oops. Sometimes we lose a match. We're going to take this moment to have a little fireside chat about what we got going on. It's a bit of a slow month. If you've not noticed Puzzle Wednesday, we've decided to sleep in a little bit, take a bit of a break, but we do have one other bracket later this month. And it's Sega Tetris for the Sega Naomi. If you've not played that before, it's one of my favorite versus Tetrises. It's a fan favorite around these parts and very worth your time. So you should check that out. And hopping back to our promos, we also have something a little special in the flush space, if you weren't aware. If you didn't know this, the original Puzzle Wednesday actually kind of came more out of Florida, so there's a regional in the Tampa area if any of you happen to be around there. But Gamers on the Edge is having their 8th regional. It is partnered with Big Brothers Big Sisters Tampa. They have been very nice working with us, and we've got Magical Drop 6 on main stage May 20th, 10 a.m. Sometimes beggars can't be choosers, but we got our spot. We are going to be streaming the entire bracket. So if you guys want to get in on a little bit of that new game smell, you should check that out. And if you happen to be in the area, we also are going to have Puyo Tetris 2, and on top of that, maybe a mystery bracket. So we'll see what we can do about getting that sort of stuff to you guys to be able to watch. But please tune in. We would love to see you there, and we have a decent skill pool for Tampa. You're going to see some stuff. Not to this degree, but, you know, it is what it is. And hopefully that bought us a bit of time there. What are we doing for stream?
Checking that out. It doesn't look like we have anything yet. We could take a look at Deka and Scherzo.
Could take a look at Deka and Scherzo.
Yeah. Also, I think, or because it's the regional, we will not be on here. We'll be at Gamers on the Edge. So let me just pop that stream over and kaboomy. There you go. Go ahead and follow them. Don't leave us quite yet because we still got a lot of bracket to go through.
Oh, of course. I haven't had the best parts yet.
Oh yeah, we haven't gotten to the fireworks. We're still at the firecracker stage, but right now, starting game 3, Deka versus Scherzo. Now, if you guys not noticed, Deka's not on the league points, but if you do get a top 10 finish, or top 8 finish, you do get a singular point. Deka trying to fight for his first point in this league standing, so let's see if he can pull through. Alright, Power Gem on Zack, just kind of waiting for it to be ready. Pop the blue. Big yellow clear, doesn't need it.
Yeah, Deka's doing a lot better on the pressure characters in this instance. I'm just remembering the match against Gucky in particular, where honestly, it seemed like he struggled with his own counter picks the most.
Right.
So it's nice to see him go to death and actually do death things.
Yeah, kind of resource starving himself, but staying alive. Okay, we're out of the clear. Not quite, but let's get the blue clear. We're good.
We're in the clear now.
Now he's big chillin'. We got a lot of blues lined up next to each other. Kind of pulls it back in, but okay, doesn't matter.
Nearly fumbled there. There's been a little bit of mixing up his columns a couple times now.
A bit of spaghetti gaming going on, but right now we're doing some big moves. Big clears from Deka. That's up the chain, so we're all good. Goes for the 3 off the L, doesn't want to ruin that structure. Oh, we are big chain gaming right now. Okay. Big multi-clear. We're so close to quarter, but no! Scherzo takes that at the last second. Unfortunate. Too big gaming ice start. Clean up ice on both players' side. There's gonna be pure death race from here on out. Ooh, Deka trying his hardest to play around. A little bit of fumbles, but we're all good. Lay the chain, doesn't want to spend all of it at the one. Build up some resource. Ice is good, ice isn't clear. No, doesn't. Okay. Yellow ice is fine for Deka's side. Scherzo super clean. Oh, Deka in the danger zone right now. Ooh, that blue. He's fine. Scherzo super clean, super close to quota. There it is. 12 short. Unfortunate for him. But game 5 clincher, always a good way. Definitely showing that he can do it. Matter of pulling it off.
Okay. What's Deka's counter pick here? Because he kinda needs it. This is his last one.
Yeah.
Hero fan.
For a higher
Okay.
fan. What about pick? The mouse. Oh, the screen is causing a bit of issues. Alright, we're good. We're out of there.
He looked a little panicked there for a bit.
Yeah. I was wondering what's going on there.
Okay, got a little bit of a lead over Scherzo.
These reds are gonna start being problematic. No, we're good. We're clear. Gotta get that centered nice and clean. Right.
Don't like this.
Not like that. It's not what I mean by we're out.
Yoi, start.
Going all in on the opening. Uh-oh. Yeah. Unfortunate miss drop down to center.
Yoi, start.
Last chance to make something. Oh, he went all the way, but he does have the rainbow to cover him. Ooh, that red kind of stuffed up Deka's board, but still chilling. Go in. Oh no! Actually self-piled.
I picked up the orbs as they were going down and killed myself.
Oh, that's even worse.
Even Scherzo said oof in the lobby there. Alrighty then. It's time to find out where we are.
Think. Alright, so some of our losers have managed top 8. Still waiting on. Oh, I think Vestido and Wallace had some
They
issues.
had.
Unsure what get corrected.
They're settling it with a 1st to 1 at this point.
Okay.
Because they had a hard disconnect. So we'll see what happens from there. I'm going to eyeball the bracket myself. Y'all are pretty far into it.
Wait, not.
So many games going on. Oh, Vestido and Wallace is a winners round 2?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Well, sometimes we go on journeys. What happens, happens.
Yep. How you doing?
Oh boy, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go. So Vestido, Wallace takes it over Vestido.
Okay.
Clincher, I
Which
think.
means Wampa and Wallace can happen.
Yep. And I think, yep. So off stream we should be having Vestido and Digi and somehow. Oh wait, that's right because that's a winner's bracket. Okay.
Yep, we're gonna
Cool.
we're gonna do. Well, I'm gonna wait for the call because I don't want to act unilaterally, but I'm assuming we're probably
Gonna have Wampa Wallace.
yeah.
Just for matter of fact, it is not a critical Fumo losers match. This is a winners quarters match. Cough cough.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Everything. You know what? You're right. Everything's a critical Fumo losers match.
Back to winners quarters, technically.
Yes.
All right. What's our doubles team name? Fumo Effect.
The Fumo effect. Yeah, I like that a lot more.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a good one.
Critical.
I did critical Fumo.
Critical is also a good one.
Deka effect.
Deka Effect.
Deka effect.
No, I think the first one was the right hit.
I think Fumo the Fumo effect.
Fumo Effect is pretty good.
Fumo effect is really good.
All right, we got Wallace and Wampa live.
All right, jump into that.
I'm assuming that's stream match. Double checking.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
But yeah, no matter what, this part of the bracket is going to be the gauntlet run. So I jumped in a little bit late, but not too badly. Ooh, okay. Wallace kind of starting himself on resources on the Magician Clear, but keeping himself relatively stable. Oh, I'm not sure what that hesitation was.
I think he miscounted how many orbs he had of a certain color.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately blocking the blue? Okay, no, it's actually not that big of a deal.
Oh, this board is so checkerboarded, though.
Yeah.
Oh, the bailout is not fast enough. Wampa is just cooking all the way to quota.
You know, despite everything, not really a bad play. Oh, Wallace actually catches an orb as it's coming down. Oh, he's losing so much time.
It is not time you can afford to lose against a player of the caliber of Wampa.
Exactly. Okay. Self alive. He's cooking. Yeah, Wampa has such a massive lead, and this board is coming crashing down, so yeah. Wampa definitely gonna take that round. Right. All the way down, Wallace is playing super greedy with a super low start.
Unfortunately, he doesn't really get much out of it either. It takes a little while to put their board into it.
Oh,
Alright, we're gonna see
okay.
a little bit of all clear gaming almost.
Yeah. I was about to say, you don't quite want to do all clear gaming in this over here.
Yeah, you have to be very careful clearing your full board with the way ice can just run in and immediately kill you.
Yeah.
But
And it's not just ice, it's the fact that, like, Magician's pattern, like, after a while, it just starts staggering on itself. So, like, any chance of, like, giving yourself pace back onto the board just gets deleted after, like, what, 5 lines?
yeah,
Something like that.
the first 5 lines of his the first 4 lines of his pattern are pretty nasty in terms of damage. It's not until you get into the 5th line and onward that they start to look nice and rank themselves, which is actually why Magician 2-chain spam, if you properly manage your board, is super dangerous.
Right.
Because you just get, like, throwing something down the... Oh! Wallace in the wrong column! No! You
Is
hate
he
to see
throwing?
it. No, I think
Okay.
he was just in the wrong column. Oh no, he's giving up, I guess. Is it just a... Oh, going back to death. So maybe just very unhappy with how they played in the first...
Desync is also a possibility. No, he's throwing!
Okay.
Yeah, he's giving up.
Alright, I guess just...
Yeah.
You hate to see it, but... I guess maybe he has somewhere he needs to be. It did take a very long time for Wallace and Vestido to get their match started,
Yeah.
so maybe Wallace is throwing because they have... They don't have the time to be doing this right now. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
No, also.
Alright. We're up to winner semis.
Alright.
Taking that personally because now I can't drink my coffee. Laml.
Alright. Laml.
Start your match, you nerds.
What if Wampa is taking time to drink his coffee? There we go. Alright, I'm in.
I just got a weird error. Let's try that again.
Okay. Okay, Wampa kind of going in. Oh, there's the start that we're looking for. Big ol' attack. Does have red waiting in the wings. Going for a red ice as well. His board nice and stable for the most part. Alright, blue's down the center. Clean shot down. Going all the way in. Ooh, nice blue ice pop. Now he's big chilling.
Lost
Laml
track
on
of
the other
it.
side. Struggling a little bit, but does open up.
Yeah, one of the notable features we found out about Magician's Pattern when Xerxian made his wonderful damage calculator is that Magician's Ice Pattern is like a field day for blue. You always want to pop ice with blue orb.
Really, wow.
Yeah, if you can help it, blue is almost always the way to go. There's like a vertical line of like 6 blue orbs that connect between his ice and his regular damage pattern. See that huge match on the left side? That's that coming into effect.
Yeah.
And as a result, his board heavily favored.
Right.
Oh, opting to throw those orbs all the way on the right side. Kind of left laml without anything to do. Cost him that. Oh no! A self pile!
Oh
No,
no.
that's a legitimate self pile. It is very difficult to self pile in Magical Drop, but you can actually do it. If you throw something that won't match on top of a match and it's significantly off your board, it will kill you. Alright, High Priestess. A little bit of High Priestess. Alright, laml with a very optimized start.
Yeah. Wampa kind of going all in on the resource attack.
Yeah,
Big
Wampa
swing.
opting for that huge chain is actually going to come back and bite him. Because, High Priestess has the same, same effect that Magician has, where if you send a huge hit with, like, all ice and stuff, it just becomes a one big blue match.
Right.
Alright.
laml.
laml, unable to deal with these fires.
Yeah, and unfortunately it was just literally one quota away from winning that round.
He was
really
attack
unfortunate.
blows.
Yeah.
I didn't see how close it was.
Like laml was 1-31.
Oh yeah, that's brutal.
That hurts.
He's got to be quite upset about that.
Yeah.
Oh, laml
he's
burying
first
his
one, yeah.
out in a panic to get rid of the spire. He covers the next match, leaves his board very starved for resources.
And another greed-filled start for laml. The Wampa moving so far ahead in the pattern. For added resources right now. Goes for the ice, for the yellow on the ice. Not a big deal.
What a huge blue match!
Yeah. Big chillin' right now. Ooh, watch that red, watch that spire! Yeah!
Interesting to see the High Priestess pressure come into such effect.
Oh, he's running it back.
High Priestess has not seen much play lately because people have gotten really good at her pattern,
Wow.
and she kind of wasn't really considered much of a pressure character, like a go-to pressure pick. Not that she
Right.
isn't a pressure character, but typically the people who are picking characters to pressure people who were picking her kind of shifted off doing so. So it's interesting to see that she's still got it. Can't sneeze at the High Priestess. She's still swinging.
Oh, there it is!
Ooh,
Yeah.
laml hooking to quota there.
Yeah.
But still only beating Blanco by 7.
4, I think. Yeah. Also, thank you, Jeff Chris, for that nice little raid. How you doing? How you doing?
Thank you. Welcome.
Oh
Oh no, a misdrop from laml.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not even a self pile, just the spire.
Pure.
Didn't want to.
Yeah. Actually sending blue right into his own red shot.
Oh, laml is very tied up on this side here. Manages to find a way down.
Yeah, I was about to say, definitely have the resources to move around. It's just, you know, navigating in such a tight space is just, like, not fun.
It definitely made that maneuver look more complicated than I think it had to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Though we do have to give laml a little bit of credit. It is also like 2 a.m. there as well.
Yeah.
All right, we're going
All
all in.
Ooh, holding off on the red attack. There it is, not quite yet. There we go. But a lot of spent.
laml doing a lot of second guessing there, wanting to save, really wanted to save that red match and let the and cut the chain, but it kept cascading into itself.
Yeah. Alright. Ice. And
laml going to the disco here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a very interesting choice.
Oh, doesn't quite go for it yet. Alright, there you go. Spends it on the green.
Alright,
And
both of them
cascading into
pop.
itself. But he's so behind on quota.
Yeah, it took him a lot of time to do that, and I don't think
again,
it's
it might
going
not
to pay
pay off in
off.
the long run. Because Wampa isn't even being bothered by any damage that laml sending in.
And I think this is just a little bit too
Yeah,
much of
that's
a
a
gap
quota run.
there. Cloning the orb kept him alive until quota. Unfortunately, it was not his own.
Alright. We're gonna have to shift around our bracket route a teensy bit. We're gonna get Guckiwummpus and Leonant, I believe.
Yes.
And once they are done, that should put us into top 6 like we had wanted. So, you know,
Hopefully it will.
honorary top 8. Top 7? Top 7.
8.
No.
7.
7. We're not doing the other
Leonant
half
is
of top 8.
You know what? Leonant is a 7 seed, so it is top 7. There
top
you go.
7.
Top 7.
In fact,
Yeah,
we're gonna
time.
change that to reflect. This is the top 7 match. All right, they're queuing up and in. Let's go.
Alright, this is going to be a slobber knocker. My 2 bracket demons going head to head. Guckiwummpus, my new
demons.
bracket demon, and Leonant, my long-standing bracket demon.
Big old green break off the ice. Oh, these greens are just kind of doing nothing on Leonant's board. He's finally able to dig down to a position where they're not much of a nuisance anymore. Gucky fighting for his life right now, but slowly getting into a good position, but damn quota.
Leonant making the game look effortless. Really is playing at his own pace, but still the quota. The optimization on his clears is very impressive.
Sure. Okay. Green power jump clear. Looking good for Gucky. And a big blue ice clear. There we go. What you were talking about earlier.
Yep. It really is just like an icicle running up the side of that pattern. Oh, another close
What a clear,
victory.
yeah.
With a single massive clear at the end. Leonant just sneaking in there.
Both of these quota games so far have been down to like a single digit.
Yep. They were both by 7, actually.
Yeah.
Funnily enough.
Okay, flat stack gaming. Oh, but now he's introduced a valley on Gucky's board. Alright. Super flats at the damage ended at the perfect time for him to start getting some momentum back.
This drop from Gucky is going to cost him the round. Definitely meant to throw those red orbs down the center column. Alright, we're going to a hidden character. It'll be really interesting to see who... Oh, no, we're not. We're going to Star.
Oh, Look, hidden characters into base cast. Let's go.
When's the last time that we saw Temperance?
Not many people pick Temperance, other than Templanza.
Like, she's not a hard hitter in 6. Is she, like, actually, like, boss character status like a lot of the other hidden characters are?
No, actually, she is the weakest hidden character by far. She has the same pattern as Tomboy Town.
That's very funny.
She is a clone of Judgment. Which is why people tend not to pick her, because she's got the same pattern as Judgment, and if you're going to Judgment, you're probably just going to pick Judgment. And I'm pretty sure I'm probably the most representative Judgment picker, and I'm typically not going to pick her twice.
Deka, can I admit something to you?
What?
I've never been able to get the code for the hidden characters right, and I'm not sure that this isn't some elaborate prank that everyone's been pulling on me for like years now. Can you break me down how it's actually supposed to be done again?
So, if you're familiar with tarot cards, all of the arcana have a number associated with them. Like, World is 23. Judgment is 21, I believe. Star is 17, Sun is 19, Magician is 1, Fool is 0, Death is 13, Devil's 15. So, you have 20 seconds to pick a character on the character select screen. While the number on the timer matches a character's tarot card, you have to hover over them and then press the C button, the raise line button, 3 times within that 1 second period. You can't press it more, and you can't be early or late, but you have a full second to do it, and pressing the button 3 times in a second is not particularly difficult.
So I still managed to mess it up somehow. Okay.
It's a little finicky. Like, it's definitely something that I had to look up and then, like, kind of lab out, honestly. But the easiest ones to go for are, if you're player 1, people typically go for Star because it's 17. So you take a couple of taps to get over there, and then you have a couple of seconds to set up. But if you're on player 2 side and you're making your counter pick, a lot of people will just do Sun, since you're only 2 taps away from Sun, and Sun is 19, so you can be extra quick if you're
Also,
really in a rush.
I like that, birdup paid respects to Judgment's Italian heritage.
Where? What? Has something...
Stream chat. A lot of Hermit today. I feel like that's Gucky's go-to counterpick at this point.
Oh, Pterodactyl saying they had the Omen counterpick Temperance against it. Leonant with a very good board solve on that initial starting board. That's one of my favorite board starts because it's really easy to set up a very pretty quadruple clear, which is pretty hard to do under normal circumstances. Alright. Leonant doing a fantastic job of making a float drop after every chain to absolutely minimize the amount of damage that comes into his board, which is the mark of a very good player on pressure characters. Because the time you waste floating orbs... Oh no! Leonant in the wrong column. Throws the yellow one on the spire instead of in the valley. Alright. This is actually a starting board that might have benefited the players to actually pull up a full set of lines. There was a guaranteed more orb to be found.
Oh. Lucky with some life on this character. That one actual misdrop on Lena gave Gucky a little bit of fight, you know? Said, you know, maybe I can win on this character. Oh.
Leonant playing with death right there.
Yeah.
No, that's Hermit.
Oh, so little space on the inside of the board, and Gucky is gonna take it. And that
one misdrop just cascaded to a win for Gucky. Now Leonant
Alright.
for the father's strength.
they're moving all the way up the tier list.
Yeah. Oh my god, Gucky going all in. Oh no! He got caught by some frames.
Father's Strength, one of those characters where your long chains are super beneficial to you, simply not because they send bad garbage to your opponent, but because they prolong your own life.
Yeah.
A great strategy on Father's Strength is pull up a couple of lines, do a couple of 2 chains, and then just full combo your board. And odds are good that in the time you complete your long chain, the 12 lines of damage that you sent to your opponent in 2 nasty spires on the sides will kill them. So there's no limit to how much damage you can queue up. Oh, Leonant making me sweat with some of these matches. Oh, just does not have any blue orbs to make use of this, and it's in the column he needs to dump into, so just gets stuck holding a dead orb. Yeah, Leonant doing a very good job, pausing to make sure that he optimizes the amount of time that he spends not matching, but also taking damage. And also optimizes the amount of damage that he says with the opponent, but Gucky is gonna take it.
Yeah, Leonant tried to throw an orb off to the side, but actually kind of flubbing the inputs just doesn't get you moving around the way that he wanted to, so yeah. Gucky gonna run away. 3-1.
It's that
4 a.m. warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making a name.
It looks like our winner's finals match is set. We will have Wampa versus birdup for our top 3 match. But I'm not sure if we have any words to say.
We're getting around to it. We're running up through the bottom of top 6 at Birdup's request.
Yeah. We do have top 6 lined up, so...
It is nice. It is nice.
Yes.
So I believe we have Scherzo and Butz queued up currently.
Yes.
Lucky!
That puts us at losers semis.
Quarters.
Quarters. You know, I've been doing this for like 5 years and I'm still bad at remembering how that's structured.
I don't even try. I know I'll just get it wrong if I say it.
We've had puzzle brackets since like late 2017, early 2018.
I just know that semis is 4th. And then whenever I see there's 2 matches right before the 4th place, I'm just like, that's quarter.
Huh. Well then.
Still waiting on the match. Yo, Matcherino for Majidoro. Let's go.
Okay. Looks like we're shifting stream match to laml and Gucky.
This will be the Euro team kill. Probably part of why Guckiwummpus has gotten so good. laml being such a strong player. Probably.
Okay. Never mind. Looks like we got the Scherzo butts going.
Alright. This could go either way. Scherzo was definitely swinging below their weight class, playing against me, but in the past, they have definitely been capable of putting birdup and Butz on blast. Scherzo notable for kind of popularizing the funny ice spear grid, pulling that in bracket a number of times, and inadvertently helping the rest of us figure out how it works. Unfortunately, as funny as it looks, it isn't a great way to clear your way through the board in most matches. So it doesn't actually see much competitive play. Not as much as cloning Power Orbs does.
Ooh, okay, fine. Oh, that was so awkward in the way on Scherzo's board.
Oh yeah, Scherzo unfortunately trying to pick up the orb underneath a match and getting stuck.
Oh. I look away for a bit and Scherzo gets around. Ooh, we could have some unintentional clear gaming. No, we got some returns on the end, so we're good. Alright. Back to being big chilling.
Being chilling?
Yup. Okay, big ol' ice gun and Scherzo on the side, but not enough. Butz's gonna take that first game.
Yeah, that 42 quota, a bit misleading.
Yeah.
Scherzo is in the middle of a very large chain. Alright, we're going to World.
You know, I'm calling it now. I want to see someone pick Moon.
And not.
Oh no, that's a big misdrop, yeah.
And unfortunately, dropping the combo is going to
Yeah, that's it.
lead to
One big
disaster.
ball is unfortunate.
Definitely a mistake you can recover from, but the instant pressure, the shock your heart takes when you see yourself make a mistake like
Yeah.
that. Oh no! Wow, what a save.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, does not have enough time to rearrange that right side of the board.
Yeah, that is...
Scherzo getting iced right there for a second. Oh, look at that huge match.
really big. Oh, mega chilling right now. No, just going all in. Okay, slowing down a bit. The screen is a little awkward. Let's get out in time.
Scherzo doing a
Right.
fantastic job of floating to gain extra time to move orbs around.
Oh, Scherzo going on a big clear attack. Big chain incoming. Oh dear.
Right. Quota swinging in Scherzo's favor here, and it's about to come into play.
Board is looking a little bit terrifying, not gonna lie, especially when you don't clear the side.
Oh, but might over chain for survival. Oh, this is it.
Oh no, but what?
Wait, are we gonna see anybody interesting? Or are we going to? Oh, we're gonna see Moon. Hey, you did.
I'm glad that people are listening to me.
Alright, Moon, the final member of the...
What?
Scherzo double guessing themselves there, and unfortunately...
Did he think that he got the rainbow?
I think he was just trying to save it for like a rainy day, but I don't know if this is that kind of character.
Okay, so anyways, what were we saying about this character, Deko?
So the final there are 3 character patterns with, there are 4 characters with the flat lines, like the straight flat lines at the bottom of their pattern. Magician, Judgment, Moon, and High Priestess, and their respective clones. Judgment is the weakest. She has the low tier pyramid pattern shape and is pretty convincingly a quota race character. Magician, our go-to start, solid mid tier. High Priestess has the spires, a little bit of an upper. Oh, there it is! This is the Rainbow Orb All Clear, or the Ice Orb All Clear trick. And then at the top, at the top of the food chain, we have Moon, who has the same shape as Hermit, but the same color pattern as Magician. Scherzo seeing that they were 17-1 on quota and throwing in the towel, I think. Oh, doing a fantastic job floating to extend the amount of time to get these flat line clears. It is very difficult to maintain the well and maintain access to. Oh, goes for the all clear trick again, but misses the execution on it. It's pretty difficult to pull off. You have to unfreeze ice. You have to throw ice onto a match, have it unfreeze, and then pick it up before the match goes off. And you get a funny little animation of the ice orb matching, or the ice orb unfreezing, and then your whole board disappears, one color at a time. Scherzo doing a fantastic job managing with that. It's actually super uncommon to see this character get this close to quota so many times. Moon usually a fairly one of the highest tiers. Butz, however, unflinching, is going to take it as a convincing 3-0.
He almost got quota on that one too. I mean, they both get pretty close.
Yeah, they both almost got quota all 5 games.
Y'all are crazy. Okay. Let's see where we're at. We got Butzbb and Scherzo. Let's get laml Guckiwummpus. And they are in.
Here's another match that could go either way. laml and an esteemed money puzzle respecter.
Once you get past this match, I think this is like the hard divider between like power levels. These two are still really strong, but then you get into like
you get to that next rung on the ladder, yeah.
Yeah. And they're taking big steps on that one.
It really is funny how, like, you like, there are so many levels to the game. Like, you could always be just a tiny bit better than your opponent, and then the effect is so huge.
Honestly, I think it may have come down to how good a show he put on for a hack match, but like, I love watching laml on this, because dude is a money player first. He's explicitly said a number of times that he switched to this game just because it has more of a active population. So he's had to learn basically like different fundamentals off of his favorite version of the game multiple times over, and yet he's still here top 8, still doing incredible stuff. Well, one day we'll have Money League for you, buddy. You just gotta get faced to be alive again.
Money out to
Ducky's playing with fire right now. Super close to death. Okay, still stays alive. laml is definitely in control right now.
laml looking for quota.
There you go. Alright. Big old loop here incoming. Oh yeah. Make sure we don't get that all clear gaming.
Oh, laml's power orb not popping anything.
That's rough.
Yeah, did not unfreeze the ice and then immediately went off and just popped one yellow orb. Alright, that's gonna be enough to make it to quota though.
Alright. We got a rainbow all the way up to the top.
Okay.
What?
Knight.
You know, honestly, that's kind of a panel classic. You just pull up to the top and then die to an accidental 2-chain? Yeah?
Yeah?
It's pretty hard to pull that off, all things considered, because it generally takes longer to make a 2-chain and have damage roll in than it does to pull up all of your board. But if you delay a little bit, or there's any hesitation, yeah, it can happen. Especially if there's like a round 5 ice start. Oh, laml is sweating right now. Oh, gonna find a good route down now.
Clear. might be enough. Not quite. One more
laml very
no.
stuck, falling behind there.
We'll try and spend it all at once. Now being forced to slow down now, he's taking damage. Okay. Does get the red orb time. We're good.
Oh, I'm gonna find an enormous yellow clear.
I'm unfortunately forced to use green on the ice block. This time, ooh, yellow cleared is huge.
laml with, or Gucky with 2 huge double chains, but still comes up a tiny bit short.
A lot of greens ready to be popped off. laml just going in right now. Gucky, on the other hand, trying to fight for a bit of survival. Ooh, this green is not doing him any favors right now. That is blue, and laml taking that round.
Oh, laml with a misdrop. And a
Okay.
quick one here. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, we got some ice gaming. Ooh, and a power orb on top of it. Gucky's able to pop it off first. laml not too far behind on the pop, but that does mean that he's going to be a little bit behind in resources and quota. And he's not able to schmoove right now. Gucky, on the other hand, gets some nice ice clear. laml in an awkward spot for the ice as it comes in.
Oh yeah, misses that
Yeah.
red column. Fumbles around for a second there.
But he is able to clear out, so he's all fine.
Gucky with a very convincing 30-point quota lead, though. It's going to be really tough for laml to make this up.
Trying to
Yeah,
find something,
Gucky's
but
gonna
yeah,
take
Gucky
this
too
game.
far. Priestess Gaming.
A lot of High Priestess today.
I know.
It's good to see her
Gucky
come
going for the
back.
greed. Okay.
Both
Good
players
reset.
expecting to make it to quota to play like that.
Yeah. Right.
Huge
Nice,
green
nice,
match
nice.
from Gucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the
Far behind. Well, now he is.
One of the things you have to be really careful about when you're playing as High Priestess is she has a notable ability to accidentally send huge blocks of green and huge blocks of blue. So if you 3-chain, you can send your opponent like a 22 orb brick that they can just match all at once.
Right.
So you have to be really conscious about what you send. Especially if you expect to make it to quota. Gucky almost recovering from that, but not having quite enough time.
Another great start off of Gucky's board.
Gucky
A
just
little too greedy,
didn't know where to
actually.
go there. That or the orbs
Yeah.
got stuck in his hand.
I
Very
think
unfortunate.
he might have gotten stopped by the speed limit. Magical drop cops said you gotta slow down. he had a clear shot into greens on the left column, but I'm just quite execute for whatever reason. Bringing up this hitting character just to play Star, we love to see it.
Star moving back down the tier list, so...
Back down.
Yep. Yeah, Star has basically the same pattern as Justice and... Like, Justice, Sun, Chariot, all have pretty much the same pattern. There's one or two orbs here or there that are present or missing, depending on which one you decide to play. But they all have the same, like, pyramid in the middle of your board. I believe Dar and Justice have it's Sun and Justice have the perfectly symmetrical pyramid, and Star and Chariot have a slightly lopsided pyramid, but the difference is only like 2 orbs, so...
Can we talk about how laml won that round by 4?
Yeah.
He's cooking.
Yeah, really.
Between two players of this caliber on a character like this, I definitely expect most of the quota matches will be very close. Gucki's saving a power orb and then immediately throwing it, realizing that it's not worth the wait. Oh, the panic for a split second.
Alright, laml really threatening to take this.
Alright, Gucky with a big chain. It's gonna give laml a lot of nice garbage to work with. Oh, that was a bit of a misdrop. Oh, another misdrop. Gets the power orb though, and it's gonna save it. But we're pretty late into this round, so this probably will not see very effective play. Oh, and actually with exactly 50 orbs to spare, that's actually going to be perfectly timed for a huge swinging quota. Gucky making the best of a interesting decision there. Usually when you're that close to quota, like only 80 or so away, you're cloning a power orb and then going for a swing with it actually just ends up being slower than the pattern most of the time, especially on a character like this, who's typically very easy to match your way through. But actually putting it into perfect effect. Decision making on point. Alright, the quota is super close here. Fortunately, Gucky getting all tangled up at the top.
Yeah, ooh, laml going in.
laml's going to sneak in and take it 3-1.
Okay.
laml saying nighty night. And Gucky's not even complaining. Honestly, I don't think I would either.
Finally free.
Bed, here I come.
Alright, we're loser semis.
Yep. Oh, wait. What about winners finals?
One second.
Winners, finals, and grand finals. We're going to bed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to say.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I know we run things in an unconventional order, so I forget normal sometimes, I guess. It's been a bit. Anyway, before we get to winners finals then, I'd like birdup to, hop on the mic here really quick. I'm pretty sure there's something important before we get to the last of our shills. You know the deal. But I will go ahead and at least talk about the one that's on our end. Again, we got Magical Drop 3 at a regional over in... Magical Drop 3. 6 at a regional over in Tampa with Gamers on the Edge. Raising money for Big Brothers Big Sisters Tampa. They've been spectacular to us. We're going to be probably the first major stream tournament, so that's going to be May 20th, 10 a.m. And we're going to be going through the entire bracket on stream. So just check that out. It's going to be a fantastic time. Some people are going to be there. Wonder if there's a critical effect. Could be.
Maybe.
But yeah,
Might be a Juicey. There might be a Juicy there.
Maybe we're gonna
Yeah.
try and crack the game open sideways for you guys, and put on a good show for you. And that's it for our end. We got Sega Tetris in a couple of weeks. Check that out. Fantastic time. And I believe we have a bird up in the call with us now. What's up, dude?
Hello. Hey, how's everything going?
Good, good.
Yeah, it's been nice just kind of like chilling and watching the stream tonight.
It
Hopefully
happens
powers-
so rarely. I feel you.
Yeah, hopefully it powers me up for winners finals. I've seen that Wampa hasn't dropped a game yet, so I need to take at least one. Can't let him go through the whole thing without dropping a game. Cool. So we're talking about the finale, huh? Yeah.
I suppose.
Okay. Well, first things first. I would like to say that with Wallace falling in 7th, right? They earn a point, but that meant that everybody who is remaining in the bracket is already somebody who is holding on to a qualifying spot. So we know our top 8.
Okay.
It'll be Wampa, myself, Butzbb, Rudolph, Scherzo, Guckiwummpus, Leonant, and laml. We're going to be doing reseeding of the top 8 based on like Lico ratings, so don't worry about the number of points you've accumulated in the season. I know people had availability issues and stuff like that, so the top 8 will be reseeded based on general ELO and Glico rankings that we do have from all of the data from all of Magical Drop. But what we want to talk about is the date, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are actually 31 days out. It'll be today is May 10th. And the finale will take place on June 10th.
Correct,
So June 10th, it's a Saturday. We'll play in the afternoon so that the European side of things doesn't need to be up until 5 in the morning.
He's going to be so happy.
I don't know. I think he might play better this late at night. But I would like to say, I think it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be streamed here with the wonderful Puzzle Wednesday crew who's helping me in doing all this. Like, with this Majidoro Masters wouldn't be possible without all of you. So, my tremendous thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I also like to thank the community as a whole, right? Like, this is probably, I don't know. We'll see how Magical Drop 6 plays out. But for right now, I think I'm going to switch my focus over there after Majidoro Masters 2 wraps up. We may have some Magical Drop 3 tournaments periodically, or like a community night or so, but I'd like to at least try running some events for Magical Drop 6 first. So it's been like a 3+ year run now doing Magical Drop 3, and I've made a ton of great friends, everybody on this call included, everybody in the scene. Thank you all for putting your trust in me, and thank you for really showing out for this last qualifier. Right? We had 24 people in the bracket. That's wild, absolutely insane. So I think, we've been pushing hard to get everybody to love this game. I think we have an opportunity with Magical Drop 6. We had new people playing today who found the scene through Magical Drop 6, so I think it's a great time to be a Magical Drop player. We're going to make the best of the new release, and this game will always be here for us if we need it. So I'm not too worried about Magical Drop 3 going anywhere. We can always come back. I'd like to play our Tournament Edition a little more, do some more casual events like the all random and stuff that's a little less serious.
Good old full bracket make its return.
I mean, as the champion of the previous full bracket, I have no complaints about that coming back. So,
I'm sorry. I want to say one thing about the 24 entries.
Yeah,
I don't think we had anyone like straight up DQ except maybe Min.
Yeah, I think Min missed it, but
Min
either way,
did not appear.
That's still
23 is wild.
That's still 20. There's still 20 plus players. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. So,
you could resurrect Death's Doorstep for a death only.
We could maybe. I've gotten better at death, so I'd feel less weird about playing a whole tournament of her now. I think big thanks everybody who earned qualifying points. So the people would be like Susu, Wallace, Sharadactyl, Skillnamu. Thank you for participating, like really showing out. Everybody else, even if you didn't earn points, you guys are winners in my heart. One last thing before I switch over and go play Wampa. In the chat, I think Nightbot just linked it. There is a link to a Matcherino page for Majidoro Masters 2. As you know, I've put in, or you may not know, but I've put in $200 of my own money to make Majidoro Masters 2 have like a nice little prize pool for those people who qualify and who work hard to get there. If you have the ability to do so, I'd really appreciate it. If you don't even have the ability to donate directly, that's super cool. I understand. But we do have what are there various like quests that Matcherino offers that you can contribute to the Matcherino pool by doing things like subscribing to YouTube channels or following people on Twitter or, just going and filling out little surveys. So I actually refreshed all of the quests on the Majidoro Masters 2 page. So please go check it out. You could contribute like $1 just through the quests or even more. I'd be super appreciative of that. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, it's another month out. I'll throw down $100.
Oh, man. See? It's great. That's awesome. I think I applied for it. I was denied once because it was too far away, but I just reapplied, and I think we might be getting a coupon code through Matcherino that people, all they need to do is go and enter the coupon code to donate it's like a quarter or something to the pool. So, I really appreciate all of your support. I wouldn't be here without all of you. So Juicey, thank you. And if you're throwing down $100, extra big thank you. But yeah, this is super cool. I'm actually I'm getting married this weekend, so that's
wow.
Yeah, right?
Word?
Yeah. So this is a big weekend for me. Hopefully, I could beat Wampa. Wampa, if you're hearing me, give me my wedding gift early. Okay. So I don't know if I have anything else to say. Again, thanks everybody.
No, that's a hell of a note to go out on.
We'll see you in June, and there's still a little bit more to get through tonight.
Alrighty then.
Okay, I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, take care.
You was kind of spitting with that, Wampa. I'm just saying.
All right, Wampa. You know what you have to do now.
Don't do it just for Bird. Do it for the Europeans that want to go to sleep. All right. We know what's about to happen. We got Bird up. We got Wampa. True goat. When it comes to magical drop. So, let's see what are we about to get. There we go. Game is live.
If I remember correctly, birdup has taken one set off of one. So it's not impossible, but it will be a hill to climb, considering there have been quite a few tournaments, and it's only one. With a red match on the face, gonna leave a little bit of a weird spot. It's a huge red later down the line, though.
Get away. Ooh, yellow power clear on Wampa's board. Not honestly the worst position to be in.
Ooh, birdup doing a great job.
Coming down to the line. Ooh, Wampa cleaning out first, though.
Why did it come? Yeah. Looking at a number of players, it's interesting how some of the players have kind of distinct play styles. Wampa, notable for their abuse, almost, of Doji Keshi's. He is incredibly good at finding big matches where big matches don't even exist, and it just makes him such a menace to try to race to quota.
Look, man. Power chains are both funny and heavily underrated, regardless of what game they're in.
Oh, they're definitely not underrated. We all know they're very strong. It's just a matter of that they're not super easy to do, and it's an interesting conundrum you run into making power chains is that you lose out on the time that an extra link in the chain will give you. So power chaining makes you take more damage indirectly. But if you're cooking like Wampa and you're making triple pushes off the top of the board, it's very difficult to... There's no counterplay to that, you just have to be great. Birdup is no slouch himself, though. He's doing a very good job optimizing his way down this pattern and finding a lot of good clears. Oh, this might be enough. Oh
my god!
Counting. The pickup to prevent the float from extending the chain and delaying the count of his boards. Birdup with a sixth sense for that quota meter. Sometimes he does a very good job of keeping track. My gimmick is remembering a bunch of silly starting boards and having funny solutions for the first stage of the game. Birdup's signature shtick is having a 6 for parking on that 0. Very, very good at ending his chain exactly when he needs to. And as good as a player as Wampa is, it's very difficult to beat Birdup on these low tiers. Because he is precisely so good at not overchaining and not wasting any time. Fortunately, nice. Yeah, he's a little stuck in the weeds playing small ball here. It can be very difficult to prevent your board from spalling into very slow, like, you get stuck with a checkerboard and you just have to make 3 matches over and over again.
Right.
Alright. Wampa making his way down the board in the same amount of time it took Birdup without using the power orb. So this could be a huge swing in his favor.
Okay. Oh my god, what a nice Birdup. Jesus.
Y'all too good at this game.
Birdup has more practice than probably anybody on these low tiers.
One more clear, be out.
And he has it!
Yeah. Yeah, you saw Birdup only doing the one chain and just stopping. I think Wampa might have did an unnecessary link, from what I heard.
Wampa was about 4 behind, so he needed to do links in his chain. And Birdup's not gonna give you that time. Oh, what a match. Sticking those 2 different colors on top of each other to get all of the horizontal matches you possibly can is a great example of someone who has really mastered a pattern. You don't suss that out on accident.
Yeah. Big clear for the swing on quota. Very close game.
Birdup's very low on material, and that round is going to go to Wampa.
Look, the man's about to get married. Have a partner.
Birdup had a slightly faster clear in that first board, but unfortunately has not been able to make a huge quota swing since. It's been chipping away, but Wampa's going to take game 2. Now Birdup is in a pickle. He has some serious ground cover and 2 Yes, to win this next game and punch through 2 of Juanpa's counter picks. Alright. Here's the character I most closely associate with birdup. Good old Sun. Worst character theme in the game. By a country mile. The only time I'm thankful that there's a versus song instead of there being two themes. birdup did a very good job with these power chips. Fortunately, that ice popping with green instead of blue, I think, is going to cost him a little bit of time. But he's in the lead. He only needed one more match. Let's see how Juanpa opens up on this board. He's dug down to the power orb. Slightly hit a birdup in that sense. But birdup's actually a little bit ahead on quota. So it's really hard to if it's a tempo thing or if birdup is actually ahead on quota.
I think after this clear, yeah, definitely birdup. Slowing down a little bit,
birdup's
but
definitely
lead,
slowing
so
down, but has a significant lead, and this is going to be significant.
that clear should be, yeah. So, I think birdup is going down in a 3-0 fashion. Just gonna suck because everything from here on out is gonna be Wampa's counter pick, so Wampa is definitely gonna be chilling for these next 2 games.
Ooh, birdup doing a
Clear,
good job of... Oh, he clones the rainbow orb, but immediately bails on it.
Yeah. I don't think it was even bail, I think he just kinda let it happen. Just to get some sort of tempo back after setting up the clone. Let's see, after this clear, Wampa definitely has a big lead, but also a little bit tight on resources, so yeah.
What a way to slide into victory there. Right up with a massive, a double, triple, to slide all the way into the end. Alright, we're going to death.
Ooh, death counter pick.
Damn, gonna try to end birdup on his girl the weekend before his wedding. So sad.
He even said it out loud himself. He does struggle with death a bit.
He has been getting significantly better though, so
yes.
We'll have to see if that practice has paid off.
But right now, Wampa is killing the quota game right now.
But it doesn't matter if you don't
the being a live game.
He's not doing good in the live game.
And it's very... Death is a very interesting character in the realm of mag drop, because much like a Debt Miser is a mag drop character in money, Death is a money character in mag drop. You don't really care about how long your chains are. You can send all the item damage you want. The board never really reaches a state where it's easy to optimize big ice clears. You have to be precise to get your... Oh my god! Birdup flirting with death, but it's not enough. No pun intended.
A little bit too close for comfort and just falling right at the end of the round. But yeah, he definitely has some fight in him.
Struggling as hard as I can not to say accidentally say tarot card related puns.
It's gonna happen, you know it. Oh my god! Birdup.
Birdup just does not have enough orbs to make that match. That or he missed the cone he was aiming for.
Yeah, no, he had the easy yellow triangle right on the right column, but there must have been a miss drop or the mag drop cop decided to say you need to slow down. I don't know. Okay, we also gotta look at Halter Gaming. Bunch of ice coming in clutch with the red clear.
Birdup doing a very good job of punching through that ice, though. That's Pattern's ice is infamous for being hard to cut through. which is why, even though she's got like the same color pattern as all the mid tiers, she kills even the best players in the game. Wampa dying with 4 quota left on the board.
Yeah, and a 4 quota difference, mind you.
Yeah, birdup only 8 away and stuff. Alright, we're seeing a distinct lack of round 5 ice here, but the board is definitely convoluted as hell. Alright, birdup in a weird spot with some of these green orbs. Not sure where to put them. Finds an elegant way through the Chicken-O.
Yeah, Wampa on the other hand, definitely trying to find his way through. Definitely need something to keep back pace. This clear might do something for him. But birdup just one clear ahead in the race right now. One more big clear should do
That's
it.
tough.
It is enough.
birdup staying in the game. Let's see.
Yeah, you know
Wampa
this.
winning toys.
Insurance.
It's a hot set.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting. Oh, we're going to Empress. I was gonna
Oh,
say, it
that's
would not be
scary.
surprising to see Juanpa re-pick a death anyway.
There's a distinct pause here. I'm suspecting he's typing something.
Either he's typing something or he's trying to calm himself down, because after a comeback like that on a character he's been grinding to get better at, he must be feeling a lot of things right now.
Yeah, birdup's heart rate definitely peaking
Elevated.
right now. To say the least.
Okay. Ooh, awkward pop on the yellow for the rainbow on birdup's side. But still doing pretty good in the quota race. I was not too worried about that end. The Empress Fire is starting to rear its ugly head.
Empress another character who has a very interesting quota race, because her pattern is very difficult to find like large aggressive matches in, and so it really favors a player like Juanpa who can find those nasty double chains.
Another rainbow gem.
Unfortunately, the lack of colorless ice means no disco except for on round 5.
Yeah. Okay, birdup finally popping his eyes open. But strong when you get something. Okay, spiders on the other side is looking a little bit terrifying. This is a really scary part about Empress.
Is when the far side of your board starts to creep up on you. Oh, yeah.
And another quota finish on Wampa's side, this time even by bigger margin.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's looking like a tough race for birdup to win. Wow, what a solve!
Yeah, he spent all the resources, but now it's gonna have to take time accepting that damage and just accepting the ugly pattern to get some resources back. So I'm not sure how long this quota lead is gonna stay.
Well, considering that it lasted through Juanpa popping a power orb, it might be
You're gonna stay, baby.
Oh, barely
Okay.
cleared the ice.
Jesus.
Having to do damage control, though. This is taking a little bit of time.
Yeah, but he should be fine, just as long as he doesn't stumble at the end. One more clear. Oh no!
No!
Oh, I can't find it!
That's gotta sting a bit.
Oh, yeah. Losing with only one match left to go never
I think the
feels
worst
good.
part is, I think he had a triangle.
It was buried.
I think-
One of the edges was covered.
Okay, because I was about to say, I thought he accidentally created a triangle and just was one row short. Oh, that doesn't feel good. But does mean that we are going to have to move on to our next our Lua semis match. We got Butz and laml waiting for their match.
Yo, laml top 4?
Yeah,
Laml top 4.
my man is trying to win and or go to sleep.
Either
Taking
result
one
is
for the
desirable.
EU team by continuing in the bracket.
Yeah, for real.
Laml really had to make up for that 1 point on the board. It's like, nah, we're gonna get all of them. We're gonna get all the points.
Ooh, Scherzo and Susu playing a friendly match in the background. Giving us some time for everybody to get in, and we're off. Laml making a pretty decisive lead here. Almost running out of material, but he had enough of a lead there to just coast in the finish. Uh-oh. Laml very lucky no damage rolled in there.
Yeah, that was a
Definitely
little weird situation.
Board.
Damn.
One pressure victory is going to roll in. Very uncommon to see Butz lose to a pressure, especially on a character like this.
Ron would be trying to spend on Laml's side, but now he's in the awkward valleys of the flatlands. Yeah.
He runs out of material to work with. Everything's that's that nasty top of Magician's pattern. You get hit with that without anything to throw down the middle to cause some like cascading action, and it turns sour real quick.
Okay.
Alright, we got all clear gaming. And the ice rolls in, but Laml dodges a bullet there. Finding a red neck.
You're getting a lot of like pieces like right on top of each other, so able to get out of the same situation. Hanged Man, okay.
Hanged Man. Alright.
We haven't
Hanged
seen
Man
a
is
ton of
the
them.
other money idol exchanger in Minecraft. He's another character where Laml getting his quarter eaten. Very sad to see. The game just saying, actually that combo doesn't count. Yeah, the way Hanged Man's damage works, you average 1 line sent per link in your chain. Doesn't matter if it's a 2 chain, doesn't matter if it's an 8 chain. You send 1 line per. So he's actually perfectly acceptable to just do whatever you want on, as long as you don't run out of material and die. Because while he allows you to do anything you want, his color pattern is pretty nasty, being the horrible checkerboard that characters like Father Strength and Hermit have. But he has Lover's Shape, so you have to deal with all of it. There are no valleys and spires to throw your matches in to get any aggressive clears. You really just have to chain down his whole board one match at a time. Alright, we've got Judgment.
Alright, Judgment.
We've officially seen all of the Flatlines characters. Judgment following a similar principle as Magician. You want to dump your big matches down the sides and catch the flat lines as they come up in the back. And if you watch laml do it, he's making it look very easy.
Because it is, right?
It is easy. Judgment is one of the easiest characters in the game to stay alive on, but making sure you optimize every clear with the ice matches the way laml just did is not easy. You really have to...
big swing for laml.
Yeah, something you have to be really careful about when you're playing Judgment is how much damage you're sending, because any damage you send is easier to send back. So, if you send too much damage... Oh, laml almost throwing that one away with that misdrop, but has enough time to recover.
My god, big chain gaming off of laml's board. That's gonna be running away with quota for this round.
Fortunately, that's going to send a lot of ice and a lot of flat lines to Butz, so the big matches are going to roll in. And we could see some major rubber banding here.
Yeah, speaking of rubber banding,
Butz is taking the lead and quota. You really have to be careful sending huge chains as this character, because all of the garbage you send is easier to clear than it is through laml. laml's going to take it anyway.
Yeah. Stole it last second.
Alright, we're going to tower. laml looking to go to the disco. Unfortunately, this might get a little hairy, the orbs he has left. Yeah. However, laml gets another counter pick, and that Judgment incredibly points him. So Temperance is still on the table. So even if he's sweating on tower, he's still got a lot of room to play with. It's really the strength of going up first and having the chance to test the waters of what your opponent is good at.
Oh yeah, like winning Magician, it gives you options.
Winning Magician is never bad. Pretty much. He's a great character. Oh no! laml trying to go for the disco and not getting the ice at all. Oh, and unfortunately covering up the yellow match, so that's gonna be a quick steal for Butz. We're gonna see Temperance versus laml gonna mix it up.
Think about the chariot.
Do fool. I dare you. He's not gonna hear this.
I wouldn't take Butz to fool. He's very dangerous on that character.
I'm not terribly surprised.
laml taking a slight lead here, but Butz is getting some nice horizontal clears as the damage rolls in. Actually, laml doing a very good job of minimizing the amount of damage he sends. He's actually making it very hard for Butz to find solid clears without calling lines. Oh, laml's barely gonna take that first round. Those cascades getting away from laml a little bit. It really hurts to have a bunch of 3 matches cascade when you want damage to be rolling in to restock your material.
Oh, hesitated.
That I really think that early round cascade just cost laml too much time. It was a lot better that time, not letting it get away from him. Unfortunately, he's having a very difficult time finding the ice colors that he needs when he needs them. Meanwhile, they are neck and neck, though. Oh, and that triple clear! It's gonna give laml about 19 orbs he needs to finish that round. Alright, we got no power orb to start this time.
But this opening board looks really lenient. laml, oh my god, but playing with fire. Escape though.
The fact that laml got full means he gets the yellow item that did nothing.
Yeah, laml has a massive quota lead right now. That scramble that left Butz gasping for air at the top of the board really cost him precious time he did not have to spare. laml's gonna punch it out with a 3-2.
Alright. Birdup laml.
Yep.
A classic. The classic matchup that typically swings in Birdup's favor. Come on, Frank Cade, let me in!
Honestly, this might be the most, well, I want to say mirrored skill sets since they are both, like, playing two quota fiends in particular. I just think maybe Birdup might have a little bit more general knowledge and execution, but we'll see.
I'm in!
Alright, now laml is absolutely killing the quota game right now. Oh, that's the big clear that he needed. Need any follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, look, laml might be able to do some stuff that Birdup can't just in the tempo game. But that means that Birdup kind of has an edge by having a much wider pool of viable counter picks to go through. Like, he's proven tonight he can live through a lot. Like, living through this Magician round 1 would do a lot for him, but I feel like he can build a lot of momentum back just off the counter picks.
Ooh, big ice clear off of laml side.
Yeah, big ice clear on Birdup's side as well, though. Oh, fortunately those yellows come out of alignment right as laml's throwing the match.
Oh, this is gonna be hard for laml to come in. He needs a sludge clear. Doesn't get it. Birdup 2-1 and runs right now, so laml gonna be on his back foot now.
Oh my god, the triple clear on that cascade from birdup. birdup wants that run back. He also let his good friend laml go to bed.
It's like, hey, Laml, I know you've been having a real long day over there in France. Have you considered... Oh, Moon.
Moon?
Alright, this is a iconic anti-birdup pick. He's historically, Moon has been one of his weaker characters. Another character he's been practicing though. So I don't think as much as some of the others.
Yeah, I'd say he's practicing him.
No,
It looked
no,
good.
maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe in my in the lack of Moon we've seen in bracket lately. In the
He's
time
been
since
training
we
up for a
last
rainy
saw
day.
Moon, birdup has exited the hyperbolic time chamber
Okay, maybe not.
and mastered this pattern. No, yeah. Unfortunately, as this pattern gets out of hand so fast, you really like the nice straight lines in the back are an illusion. You think, oh, it's just a nice, easy pattern to clear, but it's not. You're really grasping at straws every time you play this pattern, because if you take damage twice in a row, those beautiful flat lines become heinous war crime diagonals that are very rough to
My
cover with.
lord.
What a clear, though. for birdup.
Yeah.
You talk about optimized opening boards. birdup cleared 80 orbs in like a 2-chain, and then unfortunately all of the damage rolled in and it killed him.
Yeah,
So this
laml
feels like a
also
dice
coming in
roll.
with like a massive swing.
I feel like Birdup holding onto the reds for a rainy day might be the right call here. Oh, there's just still not a lot of reds, period. Okay.
Yeah, the Moon's ice pattern also favors blue. So you have to be careful about that when you save a power orb. Because there may not be much of the color you're saving. It's like saving a yellow power orb or duplicating a yellow power orb on Sun is really strong, but a blue one? Not as much. Oh,
Yeah,
almost making it to quota, but birdup
not quite.
choking at top board with when laml only had 6 to go. Alright, we're going to
Daughter
daughter strength.
Oh, okay. Violent opening, but the green not really doing too much, but ooh, blue on top of it.
Oh, birdup!
Oh, this is a fight for survival right now.
birdup has acquired another rainbow orb. And this is going to be a huge
Oh my
quota
God.
swing.
Huge quota swing and a super clean board for strength. Very rare to see a board look as nice as that. Okay, now this is where the game gets notches, and yeah.
birdup with a little bit of mismanagement of that column. Not finding the blue orbs he needs to throw into the blue orb pit he made for himself. Yeah, the secret to this pattern is playing the wells. Everything else kind of naturally flows out of clearing in the proper order in the well.
Right. Oh dear, that's a lot of spaghetti on that center column. Doesn't matter.
Big Doji Keshi. laml doing a very good job playing the wells as well.
He's in that awkward spot where, like, once he gets so low to his board, he's, like, starving on resources, and on a character like Strength, you do not want to be starved at all.
Yeah, not knowing where your next match is going to come from is very dangerous on a character who can kill you so quickly. And without revealing any combos. We're winning by 2 quota. This is a really important match.
I was about to say, first of all, winning by quota on Strength is already impressive in its own self, but the fact that it was that close is really terrifying. Oh, that's set up on the ice for the blue just to be a yellow clear. So I'm having to do a lot of reworking. Honestly, still looking pretty damn fine. Blues don't quite connect on columns 5 and 4.
Big horizontal clear for birdup. Oh, but
okay, let's get
so even on what? Oh, I think that might have been a misdrop. I'm gonna find another big horizontal clear with those greens. Oh, and laml's barely holding on by the skin of his teeth.
Ow.
Do not drop the Deka!
And birdup is going to lose with 4 orbs left in quota.
What?
3-4. birdup goes off the cup, and he's gonna go back.
He wants to run back.
Interesting.
Now he's a believer. So despite everything, those are really close games quota-wise. Like, even games that were fairly pressure, still very close in the race. It's just all a matter of keeping your cool with the character. The moment you panic once with this character, you're dead.
As long as you remember, you have 2 wells to work with, and if you keep track of what's in the well and what you need to throw down there, you almost always will have the colors available to throw into the well. Yeah, birdup playing that textbook. Just the color that's at the bottom of the well was the color he threw into the well. And so he always had access to a match. That's pretty much how the pattern shapes out. And if you do that right, as you're doing this, it naturally takes down the other side, the like other spires in the pattern. You never really have to worry about the center column because you're clearing it from both sides. And the 2 columns on either edge of the board are the material you're dumping into the well, so they naturally stay low. Alright, birdup has made a little bit of a mistake on that left side there, and he ended up with too many discongruent color orbs, and it became too much of a mess to dismantle. Let's see. Clearing on the board when there's nothing at the bottom of the wells can be very dangerous because you have very, very good odds of clearing the next color you needed. Right.
I'm trying to force a game 5 scenario, but it's just so tense for this character. Right.
Yeah, it's
really big swing off birdup and laml on the opening. Right now it's slowing down the paces where the mid game of Strength comes into play and where the game gets really, really terrifying to become.
We're doing a fantastic job micromanaging the orbs that are on top of his columns. Oh my god, barely surviving that.
Need some yellow clears, it'll chain itself. Be out.
That double clear that birdup made was at the end there was very dangerous because instead of cascading a 2-chain, it cleared as a double and left the triangle covered on one edge. So that could have been a very a very dangerous reshuffle. Alright, we're going to High Priestess, I think. Looks like it. High Priestess making her return to the forefront of the public conscience here. This is the most High Priestess I've seen all season.
I am here for it.
Because our resident High Priestess picker is, I believe, Rudolph. And he just hasn't been picking High Priestess at all, really. Also, just haven't been entering too many brackets either. Rudolph kind of came in, got first in a oh my god, winning quota by one.
Really?
And from behind.
Pickle opener off of laml's board. Does get the green too. Into a blue because why not?
So, finding that yellow backline. Oh, the red's getting covered up. Can birdup find it before it comes out of shape? Not quite. Some of those reds are a little stranded. Finds the blue instead. Yeah, that move where birdup just scanned across the top of the board and picked up every color of the same, or every orb of the same color. That is one benefit that mash moving gives even to players on hitboxing keyboard. Is it greatly simplifies the execution of just like strip mining the top of your board.
Don't like Birdo's position here.
Right, that big blue match is going to make a world of a difference, though. Fantastic play from birdup finding that back line. And then getting the exact colors required to match the back row right on time is very convenient. Unfortunately, he's getting a little stuck in the weeds here. laml is going to sneak in and take that one. Birdup's Torment Life on the line.
Well, this opening isn't really awful. Rainbow coming in clutch as well. But laml gets so far ahead in the quarter race. Now Rainbow's not even close enough to catching up. Now we're in the awkward drought of part of the board.
I don't even know where birdup found that third green orb.
I have no idea, but somehow he snuck back into the lead.
And that's enough.
Yeah.
He's gonna sneak in. Man, all of these quota matches are just going down straight down the wire.
Absolutely.
Alright, we got a very awkward ice start here.
Yeah, but now in fact, it's opening up cleanly. You just need to access it. There we go.
Alright, it's going to be a pressure victory. birdup is going to take it.
That last game was who wants it less. Oh my lord.
Good night, laml.
Good night, laml. I hope you have
Good night, laml. Take the rest. Take the rest you deserve.
Go to sleep.
Oh, laml needs to rewatch. He's second guessing whether or not he overchained.
I'm tired myself.
Sure.
What's 2 grands?
I'm not sure if that was an overchain, because I think when it was the quota, I think birdup literally only had 3, so it would have been tight, but I think his counter would have just depleted first regardless.
Play the game. Do it.
If
Yeah.
if you do like an 18 orb match and your opponent does a 3 orb match and your 18 orb match finishes before their 3 orb match, you typically win the quota race, even though the
You just
counter
win the
needs to
race.
go down farther.
Oh, it's one puff. Come on, Wampa, I know you want to play.
Please, Wampa, I'm dying here.
I actually am. There it is.
Oh my god, we got game.
We got
Let me in! Let me in!
We got game.
Got the grand finale here.
Yep.
Ah! It closed.
Oh,
Fight
Wampa
Cade, why
actually
you
locked
do
in
this?
lovers. I think we're gonna have to restart.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Wampa accidentally clicked onto lovers.
Damn.
Ah.
Disqualified.
Yep. That's a game.
Alright, so we're on to the next set. Bracky
Yeah. Alright, now we're both on Magician.
Alright, birdup a pressure victory. On that. Interesting solve of that first board. But it's some very nice, oh my god, what a great match. With another very interesting route down to those blue orbs. Oh, and he's gonna sneak it! Yeah, see, right there, the 14 counted down faster than before, despite the counter being in Wampa's favor. Right, this green power-up really not going to do anything for Birdup's board. Little bit of a quota lead on Birdup's side. Finding these blue orbs. Oh, does not go for the big match in the back, but it doesn't matter. Birdup gonna take that first game pretty convincingly. We're on to
Moving into the Empress.
it was a very convincing victory for Quantra the first set.
Birdup right now, being fast enough so he doesn't have to contend with too much damage. Not gonna want to accept the resources, but still keeping it cool all the way through except for the ice. He finds a weird through the ice. Still alive, get some resources flowing.
Birdup with some very deft rearranging there to stay alive.
Yeah, not to mention he's very much behind on quota right now.
It's gonna be close. Yeah. Less than 11. But that is really the struggle. That, like, if you're playing against somebody and you're going back and forth dodging on a high tier, you know it can go either way. But if you're playing somebody and you lose by 4 quota, and then you lose by 4 quota again, and then you lose by 4 quota again, it can be so hard to like get your head out of like the mental space of I just can't keep up. Because if you're dying, usually there's a solution. You can be like, okay, either I'm counting my orbs wrong, or I'm routing wrong, or I'm not floating enough, or something like that. But if you're barely losing quota, it's so hard to think, where did that like 2% difference in speed come from? And it can, that tiny gap can feel like an insurmountable barrier. It's a much harder gap to close. Right, we're going to Chariot. The resident rager. I think that's a little bit of a misdrop from birdup. Those red orbs, I think he wanted to land directly on top of. Yeah, Juanpo with a fairly significant quota lead here. Going to make this a bit of a comeback for birdup already. And the gap is only widening. birdup definitely caught on the back foot with that one. Right. Great opening though from birdup. Very good job optimizing the starting board. Oh, and they're making great use of these power orbs. Unfortunately, does not get the ideal solution out of the ice, but he's got a little bit of quota buffer to work with, and he's gonna take it. Oh, birdup unfortunately getting stuck with sticky fingers, not able to drop those orbs into cursed column number 2. Very nice ice clear. Wampa doing a very good job managing the green orbs and the ice pattern. Sneaking in a nice little double clear there. And another one as well. I think tempo might slightly favor birdup right now, though. It's going to come down to the wire on this one. Oh, barely. birdup a match and a half away. And Wampa going up 2-1 here is going to be a tough hill to climb. Alright, we're going to Magician 2. A good pick considering birdup 1 on Magician. The only difference here is the color of the power orbs you get. birdup with some fantastic juggling in the top board. Fortunately, he's quite a bit behind. That's a big match, though. Oh, it's not. Maybe if there was enough time to let those two chains resolve, he would have been there, but...
I honestly thought there was a solid chance the blue item on Wampus would have caused an overchain there, but... Nah, I guess not.
We're letting a lot of material roll in here. Fortunately, it's not falling into the best spots for him to clear it quickly. Getting some nice double clears, and that is a 23 slide into quota. Oh, birdup does a great job accepting those two lines of garbage without letting his pattern get pushed out of shape. Stuff like that makes a huge difference. Oh no, birdup comes up short.
Wampa tournament point.
birdup struggling to find the good route through this starting board. He eventually gets a pretty nice clear, but oh, that yellow orb pop on the ice definitely did not do him any favors. And Wampa is going to take the tournament.
Alrighty then. So, that was the last qualifier for Majidoro Masters 2. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to look over the placements. The points may have changed, but this still is going to be your top 8 lineup. You'll be seeing Wampa, birdup, Butz, Rudolph, Scherzo, Guckiwummpus, Leonant, and laml, which laml leapt up ahead by a lot, respectable, in June 10th for the Majidoro Masters 2 finale. For other Puzzle Wednesday stuff, we still got, of course, Magical Drop 6. It's going to be at a regional in Tampa, Gamers on the Edge for the Kids 8. Saturday, May 20th, 10 a.m. It's going to be our first shot at cracking open Magical Drop 6 competitively, and birdup had a very big hand in crafting a rule set for us, so see how it turns out. It's going to be a good time raising money for Big Brothers Big Sisters Tampa. And we also have, back here in actual online Puzzle Wednesday land, we got Sega Tetris coming up, which if you've not tried before, it's definitely top tier versus Tetris. There's a lot of neat stuff going on. It's a good time all around. And do we have anything else that we need to consider before we sign off?
Well, I think that's about it.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in a couple of weeks with a little bit more Magical Drop, a little bit